morning, wet shavers, coffee lovers, and podcast listeners everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. It's time for another second cup. So grab a cup of coffee, kick back, relax, put on your earbuds, adjust your speaker volume, and let's talk some wet shaving and a few other things in podcast form. Just to bring you up to speed, Second Cup is a podcast that will give you some additional information that didn't make the Monday morning mailbag deadline. This might be something that is time sensitive. For instance, a sale that could be ending before the next 3MB airs, or a piece of late breaking information that viewers have passed along that is equally time sensitive, or something else regarding the wet shaving world that needs to be broadcast in a timely fashion. And we'll also have some time to chit chat and discuss some other things like coffee, movies, streaming shows, and books, that sort of thing. So thanks for tuning in to Second Cup, and I hope you subscribe to the podcast where you can also find episodes of the Monday Morning Mailbag in podcast form. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. We'll get the show underway in just a moment. Thanks for joining me. Well, good morning again, and welcome to the February 27th, 2023 episode of Second Cup. Sure hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I have got, out of my Keurig, one of these Freedom Roast Keurig cups from Black Rifle Coffee that very kindly was sent to me by my nephew Jason and his wife Allison and the boys Wes and Jace. This is my Christmas gift I'm enjoying all year round. It's Coffee of the Month Club from Black Rifle Coffee, and the Freedom Roast is really, really terrific. So I get a little box of Keurig cups every month, and I'm really enjoying this coffee this morning, and I'm using my thrift store Dunkin' Donuts coffee mug. You've probably seen it. It's got highlights of Ohio in text all the way around it, and it's a rather taller, slimmer Dunkin' Donuts coffee mug. But it is it's very nice. I like it a lot, and it's a great cup of coffee. Hang on. Yeah, that's a terrific cup of coffee. Forgive me, but I just had to indulge a little more. Hey, before we get the show underway, I mentioned last week, and I was reminded of this by viewer Jamie Horn because he sent a message mentioning it to me, and it reminded me to mention it to you. I have a new internet provider here in the house, which has greatly improved the ability to upload episodes of Monday Morning Mailbag and my other videos. And it's T-Mobile, the T-Mobile home internet. They call it, you can visit tmobile.com, that's t-mobile.com/T-Mobile Internet. And this is a 5G hotspot. This was really, really easy to set up. Now, I did have Spectrum, and Spectrum had been good for a long, long time, but they slowed down to a snail's crawl on upload speeds, and the download speeds were also slowing down quite a bit. And I just couldn't have that anymore. So when I was dog sitting for my brother Tom and his wife Lori at their place, they happened to have this T-Mobile internet unit put in place because they also had Spectrum, and it was slowing down, and they do a lot of work from home, and they just can't have that. And they hooked this up, and that's the connection I was using during that weekend that I was there, and I was really, really impressed. So I went ahead and ordered it, and it arrived last week, and it's set up very, very quickly. And I'm going to give Spectrum the boot tomorrow and give them a call and tell them, I'm going to have to cancel the service. But this T-Mobile home internet is very, very good. Now, the speed depends upon how far away you are from their 5G tower, because it is a 5G system. Right now, I am getting good reception, and that's right there in the middle. The better the reception, the faster you're going to go. Right now, I'm going probably double the download speed and probably, gee whiz, I would say 4 times faster on the upload speeds than I was with Spectrum. Now with Spectrum, I should have gotten, say, 2 megabytes per second upload. And I was lucky if I was getting 0.5 megabytes per second upload. With this system, they were telling me I could get anywhere from 8 megabytes per second to 20 megabytes per second, depending on the distance I'm from the tower and the signal coming in. Well, I'm getting about 4 to 5 megabytes per second upload right now, and I'm very, very happy with that. Would I like to be going 8 or 20? Yeah, absolutely. And who knows? Maybe that'll improve in some way. I don't know. But if you're interested in checking out a different kind of internet provider, check out T-Mobile. So far, so good. Now, here's the other thing. It's $50 a month locked in, and that includes tax. That's what they're telling me here. So it's $50 a month. I'm locked into that price. It's never going to go up. They waive the $50 activation fee for the equipment, and they gave me a $50 gift card. So I get 1 month free. So not a bad deal. So we'll see how it works out going forward. But that's T-Mobile Internet. And you can check availability in your area at t-mobile.com/T-Mobile Internet. Let me give that to you one more time. t-mobile.com/T-Mobile Internet. That's it right there. And my thanks to Jamie Horn for reminding me to remind you folks that I switched out my internet and the connection is very, very good. And I've been uploading things. I'll give you a case in point before we move on here. The Monday morning mailbag is anywhere from 1.5 gigabytes to 1.7 gigabytes in size. There is a little bit of video compression that takes place to get it into that ballpark file size wise. And with Spectrum, it was taking me a good 4 to 5 hours to upload a single episode. And that was ridiculously slow. In the past, it had gone up much faster. With T-Mobile, it's now an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm very, very happy with that speed on the upload. And as I say, maybe they'll boost their signal down the road and I'll get a better signal. That sort of thing. Maybe they'll put up another tower in the area and it'll be closer to where I'm at and they'll boost my signal. But right now, I'm very, very happy. So check it out. This is T-Mobile Internet. It's their 5G home internet. And you don't have to have anybody drill into the side of your house or lay a cable or anything like this. It's just a freestanding box. You pull it out, you take it out of the packaging, you set it up, you plug it in. You get an app for your phone, and boom, you're all set, all set to go. So it was really, really easy to do. All right, I just wanted to give you that update. I wanted to give you an update from this morning's Monday morning mailbag because I did receive an update from Rodney Ripplinger after I got everything edited and uploaded and in place for Monday morning. He sent me some more information regarding V&E, the shave soap seller that's up on eBay that we mentioned on this morning's Monday morning mailbag. And he was saying, yes, the barbershop soap is V&E, and Sterling Barbershop pales in strength of scent compared to this one, because Rodney was saying how much he liked the barbershop shave soap from V&E. And he's telling us that the scent on this V&E barbershop soap is very, very strong. It's got a lot of scent to it. And he continues here, I'm getting ready to order a couple of pucks from Vern. Now, Vern is the owner of V&E. I'm getting ready to order a couple of pucks from Vern and probably some aftershaves too. Scott Howard, alias Pegleg, I guess that's his YouTube channel. I have not seen that. I'm going to have to get over there and check that out. Pegleg on YouTube, another wet shaver. Scott Howard, alias Pegleg, says all stuff from Vern is very strongly scented. Scott has aftershave, leather scented, and he says the scent lasts for 8 hours. It's 3.5 ounces for $9. So again, I'll link V&E below so you can go up to their eBay store and check them out. They're out of Maine, and so I don't know how long it's going to take for something to ship from Maine to your doorstep, but check them out. Also, here's an update regarding Farmhouse North shave soaps, the Sweet Home Chicago and the Tart Lemon. And Rodney very kindly sent this along. I shaved with the Sweet Home Chicago. Very nice, a cherry vibe. The Tart Lemon one I smelled reminded me very much of my mother's lemon meringue pie. So there you go, a little bit of an update on Farmhouse North's two new shaving soaps, Sweet Home Chicago and Tart Lemon, as well as an update on V&E, the eBay seller that has shaving soaps and aftershaves for sale. And again, from what Rodney is saying and from what Pegleg is saying, the scents are very, very strong with the V&E shave soap and aftershaves. Rodney, thanks very, very much for the update. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, in a previous Monday morning mailbag and also in a previous review, we talked about the Arizona Shavers Meetup that took place this last Saturday, February 25th, 2023. And we have a report from someone who attended the meetup. This comes from John Meyer. John, thank you very, very much for this update of what went on at the Wet Shavers Meetup in Arizona. It sounds like it was an absolutely wonderful time. And John writes, "Hello, Mark. I had a real good time at the Phoenix Meetup this past Saturday. It was held at the Razor Emporium store and hosted by Matt and his crew. I met a lot of different vendors, both local and from far away. The furthest being the Wet Shavers of South Florida and Bricktown Grooming of Ventura, California. Naturally, Fran and Douglas were representing PAA. Everybody had a large assortment of wares for sale and also giveaways. Matt took everyone on a tour of the shop and explained the whole plating process to us. Very interesting. I also got a couple of pictures of Douglas and Fran and myself. Take care and be safe, John Meyer." John, thanks for an absolutely great report. The pictures look wonderful. I'll be using those in an upcoming Monday morning mailbag refill segment so everyone can see what those pictures look like. And I would have loved to have taken the tour of the Razor Emporium and actually seen the plating process and how they do the restorative work to razors. It sounds fascinating. Really, really neat. So, John, thanks so much for a great report. And I'm so glad that you had a wonderful time at the Arizona Shavers Meetup. The next meetup that I am aware of is at Maggard Razors in Adrian, Michigan, on June 3rd, 2023. Hopefully there are still some tickets available. I'll have that link below where you can get up to Maggard Razors and check that out. And I'm looking forward to that one. I'm planning on going to that one. I've already got my ticket secured. And if everything goes accordingly and nothing, there's no monkey wrench in my schedule, anything like that, I'm going to be there. I'm really looking forward to that. And it'll be my second Wet Shavers meetup. The first one was in Columbus this past fall, the Columbus Wet Shavers meetup. That was a lot of fun. That was all organized by James German, and Maggard Razors was also in attendance at that one. So looking forward to getting up to the Wet Shavers meetup at Maggard Razors and seeing everyone there at their home base, seeing Brad Maggard and everyone else on his crew at their home base. So John, thanks again for a great, great report. Really, really do appreciate it. On a recent Monday morning mailbag, we talked about the A-Best High Platinum razor blades, and I got a wonderful email from viewer Todd St. Antoine regarding these blades, and he wrote, "I was searching the internet for razor blade prices and stumbled on a forum where someone thanked another for letting him know about the A-Best High Platinum razor blades from the DuraBlade company. Of course, this piqued my curiosity. I did a search and found these at a great price on Amazon. I put one in my Vikings Blade Chieftain Jr. and wow, A smooth, very sharp blade. It mowed down my tough whiskers with no problem. At only $7.99 for 100 blades, this is a great deal. DuraBlade also has other types. I'm definitely going to try them in the future. Here's the link. Great shaves always. Todd, thank you very, very much for confirming how wonderful these blades are. Now, I did pick up 100 of these blades from Amazon at that $7.99 price. I have not yet used them, but now that you have given it such a great ringing endorsement, I'm going to pop one in very, very soon here in the next day or so because I'm really, really looking forward to trying these. And yeah, the DuraBlade brand seems to be putting out some very, very good razor blades. The one that I have used from DuraBlade are the Loy Titanium. Now, I have used these, I reviewed these. I was very impressed by them. Very, very good blade. So now that you have given a ringing endorsement to the A-Best razor blades from DuraBlade, I'm definitely looking forward to popping those into a razor and trying them out. So based on my experience with the Loy Titanium blade from DuraBlade, I think I'm going to get an equally good result from the A-Best razor blades. The same result that you have reported. Really looking forward to it. So Todd, thank you very, very much for the update on the A-Best razor blades. Really do appreciate it. Folks, I'll have a link below for both the A-Best razor blades and the Loy Titanium razor blades, both manufactured by DuraBlade. So thanks again, Todd. Really, really do appreciate the update and the confirmation on how great these blades are. Thanks very, very much. The reason why I started the Second Cup podcast is because after I'm done editing and uploading and scheduling the Monday morning mailbag, inevitably I get some great information from viewers regarding a sale or availability of a new piece of wet shaving gear. And this is a perfect example. About an hour ago, I received this email from viewer Thomas Smotherman, and he wrote, "Mark, love the show, makes each Monday a joy." Thomas, thank you very much for that. I really do appreciate it. Here is the meat of his email. I found this link on the Wolfman Razor website of the new Gorilla Razor, which sold out back in 2017 or 2018. Wolfman razors are known to be some grail razors by many. Wolfmanrazors.com is the website. He provides that here. And he mentions here, maybe you can add this to the new wet shaving gear section. Mine came in last week, and it's super smooth and efficient and well made. Again, thanks for the great reviews and podcasts you do, Thomas Smotherman. Thomas, thank you very, very much for this update. Folks, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because, as Thomas mentions, these razors sold out, it sounds, very, very quickly. And here's what they have on their product page, and I will link it below so you can get up there and check this out. This is the Gorilla SB razor in matte finish. It's $275 Canadian, I believe, is the currency here in use. And it says here, introducing the 2023 Gorilla Razor. This is a redesign of the original version, which was produced for a short period in 2017. The Gorilla is machined from 316L stainless steel and features a permanently capped, hollow 14 millimeter by 90 millimeter handle. The .54 blade gap is mildly aggressive. A matte finish is applied to each piece using an automated process. Now they have an update here. Choose either a stainless steel, $275 Canadian, or bronze, $325 Canadian. Now let me just convert that for you. Alexa, how much is $275 Canadian in US dollars?
275 Canadian dollars is about 202 US dollars and 7 cents.
Okay, there you go with that. Alexa, how much is 325 Canadian dollars in US dollars?
325 Canadian dollars is about 238 US dollars and 81 cents.
Okay, so there you go, about $202 for the stainless steel version in US dollars, and about, what did I say, $238, I believe, if I recall correctly, for the bronze version. Now, the stainless steel version, they got some specs here. The razor head weight is 30 grams and the handle weight is 64 grams. For the bronze, the razor head is 29 grams and the handle weight is 61 grams. So that's some background information on the Wolfman Razor's Gorilla SB razor. I want to mention it to you right now because from what Thomas wrote, it was produced in 2017. They've redesigned it. They've brought it back. It sounds like it was a very, very popular razor back when it was being produced. And my assumption here, and it's only an assumption, just a hunch, is that it sold out very, very, very quickly. And they're bringing it back. And if you're interested, well, I'll have a link below to it. Directly, you can go, if you want the direct link right now through this verbal audio chat, it's wolfmanrazors.com. And the actual page is wolfmanrazors.com. Well, it's a little bit involved here. Just wolfmanrazors.com, and I will have a link directly to that page rather than try to read off the URL to you here. But once you get up there, I'm sure it's going to be very, very easy to find. So thanks again very much to Thomas for passing that along. Really, really do appreciate it. Viewer Rodney Ripplinger checked in again, and he wrote, "Morning, Mark. Have you ever used the Gillette Planet Kind shave cream? Paul H. used it in his Sunday shave today. It disappeared from our Target stores quite some time ago. I found out it has been discontinued along with the rest of the Planet Kind line of razors and other related stuff. I really like that shave cream for summer use because of the cucumber refreshing scent. I found out a number of sellers are selling what's left over on eBay. I picked up a couple tins of it at a discounted price with free shipping. I thought I'd let you know you could still get some if you were interested." Rodney, I'm very, very interested in it. It seems to me, though, that I thought this was a newer item from Gillette. I don't know how long it's been out. Either I was aware of it late in the game, or it was a new item that was introduced and they're just phasing it out, maybe for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe they didn't think it was selling that much. And I'm also interested in knowing whether or not this is a cream or a crope. Sounds like a cream in a tin. And as you say, they had some other products along with it, aftershave balm and cartridge razors and that sort of thing. As I recall, there was an environmental aspect to the marketing of this product. And I believe it was available at big box stores, that sort of thing. Probably $7 or $8, if I recall correctly, from stores like Target and other big box stores that carried it. Somewhere in there, if I recall correctly. And I'm thinking that if you go up to eBay, you're probably going to pay a bit of an inflated price. So Rodney, I'm very glad that you were able to get a tin or two at a discounted price. I'd be very interested in knowing what that discounted price was, because I'm up there right now and I'm looking at some of the prices, and $20 or more for a single tin. That's usually what happens when something is discontinued and some sellers have stock. They're going to inflate the price a little bit because of the scarcity of it. So I'm interested in checking it out, but if I could come across a tin at a discounted price, I would love to have it and do a review of it and that sort of thing. Like I say, there was this environmental aspect to the marketing, and they had some other gear along with it, like balms and cartridge razors and that sort of thing. So there you are, folks. If you happen to come across a tin of Planet Kind, well, you got something special because it's not being made anymore. Just watch what price you're going to be paying for it. Because if I recall correctly, doing a little bit of research online, it looks like the original price was about $7, $8 for a 5-ounce tin of the shave cream. So just keep that in mind if you're interested in trying it out. Rodney, thanks very, very much for the heads up on this. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, before we wrap things up here, I wanted to recommend a streaming show that I've been watching. It's on Amazon Prime Video. It's called Clarkson's Farm, and it stars Jeremy Clarkson. Now, Jeremy Clarkson, for years, was the host of the British automobile show called Top Gear. And they reviewed all kinds of different automobiles, muscle cars, exotic cars, high-priced cars, bargain cars, that sort of thing. After he left that show, he brought that theme over to Amazon Prime, where they produced a very similar show called The Grand Tour, where, again, he drove and reviewed different kinds of automobiles from around the world. And he now has a new show in its second season called Clarkson's Farm. Now, the whole premise of this show is that Jeremy Clarkson owns a farm, and he hired a gentleman, someone to run this farm for him. Well, that gentleman retired. So Jeremy Clarkson decided, well, how hard can this be? I'll run the farm. And he finds out exactly what it takes to run a farm. And it's a lot of work, and you have a lot of ups, a lot of downs. You have a lot of victories, you have a lot of failures. And really, it gives you an inside look and a deeper appreciation for what goes into farming. And it really is very, very fascinating, very, very entertaining. And they do a wonderful job in presenting farm life and what it takes to run a farm and be a farmer. Really very, very entertaining. Now, I will warn you, there is foul language running throughout this show, absolutely. And it does show you farm life. It shows you the wonderful splendor and the victories of farm life. And it also shows you a little bit of the gritty underside of it too. So you really get in with how animals are cared for. So there, you see the not so pretty side of what it takes to care for some of the animals on a farm. Let's just put it that way. But it is very, very entertaining. It is very informative, and again, you come away with a deeper appreciation of farm life and farming. So Clarkson's Farm on Amazon Prime Video. It's in its second season. I recommend it. Just be aware that they rate it 16 plus. So there is some language there and some other things that maybe you might find objectionable or not for a younger audience. Clarkson's Farm, give it a look. And that wraps up another Second Cup. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I sure hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, please share, please subscribe, and pass it along to a fellow wet shaver or friend. My thanks to everyone who contributed to today's show, and I mean this sincerely. Without you, this microphone would be silent. If Second Cup or the Monday Morning Mailbag podcasts aren't showing up in your regular podcast feed, please drop me a line at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and we'll try to get it all sorted out. So again, thank you all very much. I look forward to getting together with you again on these podcast airwaves. Until then, enjoy the day, enjoy your shave, and enjoy that second cup.